Hi there, it's Tara here. So it's noon here, and I just wanted to pop in and talk about the ways that we hit the snooze button on living our dream, the ways that we procrastinate actualizing our dream into physical reality. So, so the topic is on procrastination. And the thing is, what I notice, I talk to so many people, and in my own life is, it's the subtle ways that we stay asleep. And it's very subtle. It's very subtle. When you say, I'm going to talk about the different ways it can show up, and hopefully you'll listen, and there may be something that will resonate that you can hear, and you'll see like, oh yeah, I still do that. I mean, it's just as simple as when you think that what's showing up in your life, that it's reality. This is my reality. I want to take this next step, but I gotta wait until we have these court date in the future, or until this money comes in, or until we have my daughter's wedding. All these different things, it's really subtle, because most people will just buy it. Most people will listen to your reasons of why you are not choosing to bring your dream into physical reality now. Most people will listen to that, and they agree. They'll agree with you. They'll enable that kind of thinking. And the thing is that's because most people are asleep. And when you wake up, and I hope as I'm saying this you can feel the resonance, because it's not my words. There's a vibrational resonance that will ring of either truth or it'll trigger you. And if it triggers you, that's also a good thing. So when you wake up and really feel into your power to consciously create your reality, everything from the papaya tree growing out here to the dragonflies flying across the sky, this beautiful pool, to the children that you have, the job, the business, the employees that are working for you, the partner that you have and how he or she is showing up in your life. Everything you consciously or unconsciously create. You are responsible for whatever shows up. And so most people do not understand. They just think, oh, it's the economy. It's the government, or so-and-so's in power, or I lost my job, or it's because there's a toxic environment at work. They'll give you all these reasons, like I want to live my dream, but I have a partner who's super negative. You created that. You created that. You attracted that into your life, and it's only because of your beliefs and your programs, your subconscious programming, that this person is in your energy field. And so when we wake up to that, then you can choose to hit the snooze button on living your dream. But what I seek to do right now is pull back the layers. Pull back the layers of the veil of you being asleep and thinking that you have a heart yearning to take a next step. Maybe something came in your dream, or you had an intuition that this is the next thing I need to do. But you're putting it off. You know how many people I talk to that say that actually living here in Costa Rica is their dream. They want to live here in Costa Rica. And I'm not saying that has to be your dream. there's many other beautiful places, but it is amazing here. It's very 5D. um, and yet, it's 6 months from now. It's a year from now. It's 2 years, like when we get all our ducks in a row. When you show up and you're thinking like that, it's because you're still half asleep. And I say that with love, and it's all perfect because there's times when we're all like awake, asleep, awake, asleep. But I hope that I'm calling this out so that you can see it. That whatever reasons that you're giving for, why I have to get all these ducks in a row, you're not remembering that you consciously design your reality, or you unconsciously. You're not remembering you have the power to design your reality. And I get it. It's like I went surfing this morning, and I didn't catch a single wave. Not one wave. It was windy. I brought a shorter board, and I went out there. And so it's kind of, it might seem like a silly excuse, but if I'm designing my own reality, then why did I have this experience going out in the water and I didn't catch a wave? Well, I can tell you, because I have still limiting beliefs that it's hard to catch that wave, or I have, it was low tide, and so the waves are coming fast, and so I still have a program that when I go down, I do a drop down, that I'm going to get hurt. And so being awake, I was being aware of those different thoughts and those beliefs and clearing them. And I love to say that I cleared it, and then I manifested this amazing wave. I'm still a work in progress. And it's something that I'm sharing that because it's the same. Like, what is it for you? What is your vision? And I'm not talking about just making a certain amount of money, and all these things that society says that, this should be your dream. What is your vision, that yearning in your heart, that you were designed to create here in this life? And so when you think about that vision, are you living it now? Your dream, your vision, are you living it now? And why not? If you are, awesome, post below. I love to see your comments. If you're absolutely living your dream right now, awesome. Because the more of us who step into that, you pave the way for others to see what's possible. You inspire. Your light shows others. And one of the things that really that I really reacted to is in certain religious traditions, where I would see these amazing, in the tradition that I came from, where I would see amazing, powerful women who would seek to grow a business or to follow their dream, and they would hit a plateau. They'd hit a plateau because they believed that God didn't want them to be more successful or to make more money or something. They had some sort of program, and it was like this deep virus that they continually questioned. So that paralyzed them from taking that next step and leaving that plateau. So for you, when you think about your vision and asking yourself, am I living my vision now? And for some of you, yes, there are still steps of bringing that into reality. But you could feel, even if it hasn't shown up yet, I have dreams that are still not physically in the physical form, and yet I resonate with that dream. It's still true. And so when you're aligned energetically with your dream, then it is inevitable, as long as you are staying in integrity with that. And the way we stay in integrity is through asking, connecting to higher self, connecting to God, asking what is that next step, connecting to your angels. And as long as you, on a daily basis, very consistent basis, are taking that next step, then you're saying that, yes, I am living my dream. But I cut this video because I want to call out that pattern if this is for you and you are hitting that snooze button and you're putting that dream off and off and off. And that for me, it was a wake-up call, because for many years I followed my husband around with his job and his career, and we both thought that this was the way. I didn't want to take him away from something that he loved, because he loved his work. He was really good at it. And yet there was a piece that it wasn't until talking to a couple friends of mine in California, and they're both intuitives, and I remember going out. I would always go from the East Coast and fly to California, and I remember thinking, gosh, we want to live here. And it ended up not being there. It ended up being here in Costa Rica. But I love the ocean, and I'm originally from California. And I said, well, it's my husband's job. There's not that many jobs in his industry, roles at his level in California. And so that's why we're in the East Coast. And my friends called me out. In fact, actually, when we were Summer Mixtravic, she called me out, and she said, that's just a mindset. That's just a mindset. Nana Kasha, too. And they called me out on that. And it was true, because I was hitting the snooze button on my dream. I was looking at just, how to have my ducks in the row, his next job, eventually being bought with a private equity firm, and then, we'd have the wealth that we could live anywhere. So we had it, we were trying to do it this linear, traditional way to create affluence. And the thing is I wasn't aligned with it.